Hey, welcome back to Walking the Dogs. It's Lisa here, out with Dusty and Tanner, where we burn off a little canine energy and work through a few growth problems along the way. Today we're moving from gauge into the next stage of my growth framework, reframe. And this transition really matters because after you spend all that time measuring your performance, looking at your market, examining your capabilities, and figuring out what's actually broken, there's a temptation to immediately start fixing things. But hold on, because we're about to discuss a better way to approach this. It's Lisa out with Dusty and Tanner. Last time we turned the map around. Instead of starting with everything wrong today, we defined what winning should look like 12 to 24 months from now and worked backward. But there's another problem. Everybody can agree on the destination and still walk in a completely different direction. Dusty sees a squirrel, Tanner finds an interesting smell, I'm trying to get home. Technically, we're all on the same walk. Operationally, we have 3 different priorities. Sound familiar? Marketing is optimizing leads, sales optimizing bookings, product is optimizing usage, finance is watching margin. Everyone can hit their metric while the company misses its growth goal. That is why one of the most important things we do during reframe is establish a North Star metric. In Gauge, you measured a lot of things. In reframe, you decide which of those things matters most. Think of the North Star as the main leash connecting the organization to the outcome. It shouldn't be a vanity metric. Website traffic is probably not your North Star. Neither are impressions, MQLs, social engagement, or the number of campaigns launched. A useful North Star represents an important business outcome that multiple teams can influence. Maybe it's pipeline velocity, maybe it's expansion AIR, maybe it's pipeline created in your priority market. Maybe your biggest growth restraint is a 14-month sales cycle. So the North Star is to try to reduce that sales cycle. The metric may often be the problem, but there should be a clear hierarchy underneath it. If the company wants to add 20 million in ARR, what pipeline does that require? What win rate? What sales velocity? How many qualified accounts? What expansion rate? Now marketing, sales, customer success, product, and RevOps can see how their individual work connects to the same outcome. That changes the conversation. Instead of marketing saying, our campaign generated 5,000 leads, the question becomes, did those leads accelerate the outcome that mattered the most? Instead of sales saying we made our activity target, did those activities move the right opportunities faster? This is another version of what I mean when I say, let's walk the dog. Put the destination on the whiteboard. Put the North Star metric underneath it. Then map out every other major initiative to that number. If something doesn't connect, ask why you're doing it. That doesn't mean every activity has to directly produce revenue tomorrow. Brand matters, customer experience matters, category creation matters. But leadership should be able to explain how those investments ultimately grow the shared growth objective. Because optimization only helps when everyone is optimizing toward the same destination. One primary outcome without a whole bunch of supporting metrics. And using those metrics well. All right, dogs walked. Next time we'll tackle one of the messiest parts of this exercise, turning things like brand awareness and category leadership into actual numbers on the scoreboard. Let's go, Dusty and Tanner.